Amanda, thank you for making the time for us. Look, another unbeaten world champion. The big money fights, the big legacy fights are here now. But I just wondered if you could give us an insight into those early days when, in your words, you said nobody wanted to give you a hand. People weren't interested in women's boxing. Could you reflect on those early days for us and how much things have changed as well?
Well, those days were the hard days. Those are the days that that made me who I am, made out my team strong. And it made me realize that I love to fight. I love to box. I wasn't getting paid much. I wasn't getting the opportunities that I deserved. And we just kept on grinding, and look at us now. We opened the doors. We're making noise as women boxing, and it's just a different world now. Being a female boxing is super exciting now, and it's motivating, and I'm happy to have helped a lot.
Yeah, we see the big difference now, but what kept you motivated in them times where you're probably struggling to get opponents, the pay wasn't so great? What kept you going?
The love of the sport. I mean, I guess I love punching people, and I love getting punched in the face. My team, you know, my trainer, my manager, Jordan Maldonado, he saw something inside of me. He just kept me motivated, making sure I was always in the gym, and hoping that one day it will change. And it did, and it has, and I'm glad that I stuck through with it.
Just one final one from me. Look, you've fought in a lot of countries as a pro in a 13-year career, but the UK must be a real one off the bucket list.
Yes, I mean, it took 13 years, a little too late, but it's better late than never, right? And I'm excited to be going to the UK to fight and put on a show for the UK fans.
All right, thank you, Amanda, and good luck.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Great, thanks. And next up, I think we've got Danny Flexen.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Hi, Amanda. Thank you for joining us. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good.
Sarah Mahfoud never fought outside Denmark previously, and I know from conversations with Lou DiBella that it's a fight that's been attempted to be made a number of times over the last few years. What do you think's caused her to finally agree to face you?
I guess she feels that we're at a bigger platform. Maybe she sees a bigger payday for her. I mean, but I've been looking to become undisputed champion at featherweight for a very long time. And yes, there was a couple of times we were supposed to fight, and I guess she wasn't satisfied with the pay, or I just don't know. But I'm happy it's happening now. And we gonna see us one step closer to becoming undisputed champion.
And with that in mind, the WBA champion fights a week on Saturday. Erica Cruz defending in a rematch with Helena, of course. Who do you see coming out on top in that one, and how easy do you think it will be to make you against the winner?
Well, I don't know how easy it is, because boy, has those two fights been very hard to get, especially from Scaredy Cat Helena. I mean, she actually lost one of her titles because she didn't want to fight me, which made me a WBC champion. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know how easy it will be. I mean, I'm hoping that they want to become undisputed as well, and they will want to fight me. So I just hope both of them put on a hell of a show. They both come out healthy in that fight, and maybe by the end of the year we can fight. I'll fight the winner.
Excellent.
And maybe they'll grow a heart to challenge me, so we can become on this. This is what we want: champion versus champion. It doesn't matter. You go get beat up. This is boxing.
Now, just before I let you go, around 3 weeks before your fight, there's an all-female card here in the UK. I just want to get your thoughts on that concept as a whole, and also predictions for the two championship bouts on that show. That's Shields Marshall and Baumgardner Mayer.
I'm excited to see that show. You know, those are great fights put together. You have to tune in. Females, we're making noise now, and I'm just happy that I'm part of the women who are making the noise, who are putting face to female boxing. And I can't wait to see that fight. You know, there's talent in there, there's heart, there's strength, and I'm just gonna sit there with my popcorn and tune in and cheer all of them on.
Predictions for the 2 championship fights, or would you rather not?
You know, my girl Shields, I mean, she has all the heart in the world and the skills. You know, Savannah does have power, but I think Claressa Shields, her skills were neutralized the power. And yeah, I got my girl Shields, and same thing with Mayer and Alicia. Great talent in there, and I'm just I'm Team Mayer in that one.
Thank you very much, and best of luck with the rest of your camp.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Dan. Next, we've got James Lupton.
Hi, Amanda. How are we doing?
Good, and you?
Very good. Thank you. Very good. A few questions from me. Firstly, you've mentioned you've been in the sport for 13 years. Are you surprised at the evolution of women's boxing during your career?
Surprised? No, I mean, excited. I think it was going. It's going to be going very, very slowly, but I think the sport and the women had evolved with time. You know, we have great talent. We were lucky enough to have the girls coming from the Olympics come to the pro rankings, and you just see how much the women are changing the sport, are changing as fighters. You know, they're just coming along, and surprised. No, like I said, no, but I'm just happy.
We'll talk a little bit about Jake Paul and Nikisa at Most Valuable Promotions. Just talk to me a little bit about how they've changed your career, not just financially, but in terms of marketing and getting you the big fights that you've been looking for. And how different has it been to previous promoters you've worked with?
Oh my God. Working with Nikisa and Jake Paul have been the best for our team. You know, they been the first people to have promised us something and came through with it. They promised us that we were gonna make history together, that we're gonna be financially good, and they have done that. So, and I just, not even like you said, the money part is just getting me the fights that I wanted. I wanted to become undisputed champion. I wanted to fight the champions, and look, come now, it's gonna be not even a year since we've been together, since we've been signed with MVP, and they've given me the biggest history-making fight, as well as the fight I've been asking for and looking for, becoming unifying fight. So, and it's happening.
Absolutely. And the last one from me, you've obviously accomplished so much in your career already. What is there left that gives you motivation to continue in this sport?
Just being an inspiration to young kids, being a role model. You know, yes, I mean, yesterday I just saw a video of a young little girl, 6 years old, and brought a tear to my eye because she said I was in her inspiration, her role model. And, you know, I love to do that for young girls and give them hope, and just show that women can do anything that they put their mind to. So that's my motivation.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time again, and best of luck.
Thank you.
I think Matt's just having some issues logging back in, so I'm sure he'll be here any minute.
I think Devinder Pal's next in line. Is on my queue here if you want to jump in there.
Hello. Yeah, guys, who's next? Are you guys?
Cheers.
Diego, crack on. Sorry, I lost connection there. Diego, you need to unmute yourself. Or just hold the space bar down the whole time you're speaking.
Wait a minute. That's it. Hello.
Hi.
Amanda, how are you?
Good, and you?
Very good. Thank you. Well, being from the Ring magazine, and with this being a possible inaugural title fight for a Ring title, I can see your excitement already. How excited how important is it for you to become add another part of history to your resume, being the first ever featherweight champion, the Ring Magazine featherweight champion?
Yes, I'm extremely excited. You can tell by the smile on my face. You know, I love making history. I love being the first of many things, and I'm super honored to fight for the Ring Magazine. I did, but first time was my last fight, but this time is where I feel comfortable at in my division. So I plan to take that ring belt right back with me to Brooklyn.
Okay, speaking of weights and the issue of weight surfing, which is something that happens in female boxing, you go up and looking for the best opportunities, and you've had that already. You've gone up and down in weights so many times.
But no one does it like me. No one does it like me.
True, of course. But you know, now that you have settled in the public arena, and now that the achievements are there, you don't have to go out looking for belts in every division. Are you planning on one division or one or two divisions and moving in those two divisions, or are you going to plan to continue going up and down in weight?
No, the only weight I will go up to is to fight Katie Taylor, which is 135. But I'm here. I'm stuck at featherweight 126. So either that one or fighting Katie Taylor. That's the only way I'm going up.
If you do change your mind, would that be for any additional achievements, any other Ring Magazine's belts that might be available, or financial reasons? What would be your motivation to go up and down, abandon your comfort zone, looking for some other
since you put it in that way, and but then wherever they're at, wherever the Ring Magazine's at, I guess we're gonna have to go for it. But right now I'm sticking with featherweight, and then fighting Katie Taylor in the future. But hey, I'm up for the challenge. Okay, well, we'll line them up for you and let you pick one of them. Thank you. One by one, no problem. Yes. Right? Okay, muchas gracias. Hasta luego. De nada, gracias.
Thank you much, Diego. On, have you got a question?
Yeah, just one question for myself. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
Amanda, I basically, when I look at female boxing, I compare the UFC and how they promoted female, MMA. How close or how far do you think female boxing is currently when you compare it to the Ronda Rouseys, the Amanda Nunes, these people who have become superstars in MMA? How far or how close are we at this present time?
I think it's coming along very, very well from years ago. We're getting a lot more recognition. We're getting a lot more opportunities to show that we can sell, we can talk, we can promote our fights. And I mean, I'm one of the biggest paydays female boxing right now. So I think it's coming along slowly but surely. We'll be up there like the men one day.
What needs to change, or what needs to be implemented to accelerate it a little bit more, and get this moved on a little bit quicker?
Just more opportunities. Having people just give us those opportunities to showcase that our selling points, to sell our fighting skills, but just opportunities. Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate your time. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. Regan.
Yes, thank you, Matt. Hello, Amanda. How's training going? Training
is good. I mean, I didn't never stop from I was supposed to fight August 6th, so I'm a little like I want to get out there already.
Perfect. So one of my first questions is kind of mentioned yourself. No one does it like yourself, kind of going up and down in weights. And when people mention kind of the top 3 pound for pound female fighters, they normally mention yourself, Katie Taylor, and Claressa Shields. How does it feel to be one of the pound for pound greats at a time where women's boxing is at its peak?
It's truly an honor, and I say coming from myself because I only had 9 amateur fights. Claressa Shields, Katie Taylor, these girls, they're Olympic gold medalists. Claressa having 2, having over hundreds of fights. And I only had 9 amateur fights. So to be, no matter where you put me, the top 3 is such an honor for me.
Perfect. And also I would like to say congratulations on your fight with Katie Taylor a few months back. It really was a stellar fight to watch and get up in the middle of the night for.
Thank you.
How did it feel to be such a part of an historic occasion? I felt like it was a turning point for women's boxing. How did it feel to be a part of that?
It was truly amazing. You know, I was told you need to enjoy every moment. This is your moment. And I did. This is the first fight where I enjoyed the press conferences, not too much the interviews. It was a little too much, but no, I had to learn to enjoy it. And just leading up to the fight, going down the ramp and just enjoying the crowd. I enjoy the fight. It was truly an honor to share the ring with Katie Taylor. And I'm looking forward to the rematch.
And so am I, and I hope it's closer to the UK as well, so I can travel to go to it. My final question as well. Obviously there's a lot of fighters up and coming at the moment. Which fighters do you like watching at the moment? Who do you normally switch on for?
Any
male or female, I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm excited to see my Puerto Rican Xander Zayas. He just won a little title the other day, which is truly amazing. You know, I'm super supportive for my Boricuas. But yeah, he's something to look out for and watch. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Perfect.
Yeah, and you know, other fellow females, I'm looking forward to the September 10th for the girl card. I'm excited to see those fights as well. Claressa Shields, Kayla Mayer. Yeah, I'm excited for those girls.
Perfect, Amanda. Thank you very much, and best of luck September 24th.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks, Reagan. Devinder Powell, have you got a question? Put your hand up.
Yep. Hi, Amanda. Hope you're well.
Thank you.
Just a couple of questions for me. First of all, well done on taking the fight on what is a big night on September 24th for yourself as well, after a massive night with you and Katie Taylor. In regards to the US and the UK, when you look at boxing for females, do you think the UK is more progressive than the US?
I believe so. You know, they're doing a great job in promoting these girls and showcasing them on big platforms. So I mean, you know, little by little, women are making noise, and I think one day it will be just as exciting as the men, according to other people in this male dominated sport. I think one day we'll be hand in hand.
Yeah, because it's really taken off a lot, and your fight obviously had a lot to do with it as well with Katie Taylor. I mean, Jake Paul came out with something that he wanted Katie to agree to 126 pounds. You said today you don't care about the weight. You can make the weight. I mean, what would be ideal for you in terms of if you had to pick an ideal weight for a rematch? Honestly,
it doesn't matter. I mean, she already said that she's not gonna. She's not featherweight. She's gonna be 135. So to me, it doesn't really matter. You know, I guess I'm just the crazy one to go in 7 divisions, to go all over. But I mean, I wanted to make statements, and I wanted to make history, and I guess that's why I did it.
Good stuff. Thank you, and all the best from Punch Out Boxing. Cheers.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.
I think we've only got one left, but I could be wrong. John Evans, going to crack on, and hopefully won't be too much longer. Thank you for your time, Amanda.
Nice. How are you doing, Amanda?
I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you doing?
You've had loads of success up and down the weights, Amanda. Would you say, though, that featherweight is where you feel you're most comfortable and you're most dangerous? Is this where we're going to see the peak Amanda?
Yes, sir. I feel most comfortable, and I've been staying there for years already. But you know, as a female boxer, you have to go where opportunities are, and I wanted to make history, and that's what I did at multiple divisions. So that's why I did it.
Now, a lot of people you've been plodding away, 13 years, 45 fights, but a lot of people will have seen you for the first time, particularly in Britain, against Katie. Are you feeling like a weight of expectation to live up to those ideas now and what people are expecting, or is there an excitement that people are going to get to see you at your true weight and truly see what you can do? Which is it?
Definitely excitement. I mean, I I don't change. I mean, no matter what weight class, I'm a come forward fighter. I'm a powerful fighter. I'm just a little more powerful in the lighter weights. But you know, they're gonna be excited to see me. I'm just gonna put on a hell of a performance like I always do, and they're gonna be even more happy and a bigger fan.
We've seen a lot of distance fights. You know, women's fights have been very entertaining, but there's lots of distance fights. Do you think that power you possess, that fight ending with 30 knockouts in your 45 fights, is that what separates you a little bit? Is that why people have taken to you, Amanda?
Yeah, I believe so. You know, I bring excitement. You know, I get hit in my fights. Yeah, I have a great chin, and I think people like to see that. Like, they like to see, man, she can take a punch, but boy, can she give a punch. And that's, but I would take one of yours to give you 10 of mine. And I think that's what makes my fights exciting. Like, you're gonna see girls coming out disfigured or coming out with blood, and even me, I've come out with eye jammies, but that's the exciting part. You want to see blood in these fights.
Now, just the last one before I let you go. Finish mine, Amanda. You know, 13 years now, and you've reached the status where your profile's gone up, the purses have gone up a little bit, but you strike me as somebody who genuinely likes to fight. How do you want to capitalize on this new status? Do you want to stay busy? Do you want to be a busy champion making defenses? Or is your attention just switched a little bit to seeking out the mega fights? How do you want to capitalize on this status?
Definitely stay busy. You know, this is such a quick turnaround from the fight with Katie Taylor, and I'm hoping I come out healthy this fight so we can go right back at it in October, so I can be on the undercard of Jake Paul. And you know, I want to stay busy. I want to fulfill my dream of becoming undisputed champion. And yeah, I just want the big fights. I just want to look forward. Champions versus champion is what's going on now, and that's what I want.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot, Amanda, and good luck.
Thank you. Have a good one.
All right, final two people, not questions, I believe. So we got boxing tickets, Northern Ireland. Crack on.
Hi, Amanda. Firstly, obviously, thanks for taking my questions. Sort of looking back on the Katie Taylor fight, which was obviously amazing. Do you sort of regret the barrage in the 5th round? It sort of seemed afterwards, it sort of, you were running, you know, the gas tank was sort of empty. Do you sort of look back on it and wish that you sort of maybe hadn't put as much in to try and stop her?
You know what? I don't really dwell on the past. You know, I just, you don't lose, you learn, and I learned what needs to be done for the next one. And I'm just concentrating on the next fight and just going out there and making sure that I don't leave it to the judges anymore. And that's what I did. After my first loss, I went 10 fights by knockout. So that's what needs to be done. I am assuming.
Obviously, your fight with Katie was creating history, and obviously Madison Square Garden. Obviously, the turning point then changed to Katie fighting for the first time in Ireland as a professional. Would you like the rematch with Katie to be at Croke Park in Ireland? 80,000 people, open air. Would that be the sort of fight, I guess, it's worthy of the rematch?
Listen, that would be an amazing venue for both of us. You know, I hope that I gained a lot of Irish fans. I honestly, after the fight, a lot of Irish people from Ireland came up to me and did tell me that they're fans of mine. And it would be an amazing night for both of us. And I would love to fight over there.
And finally, the final question, obviously you're about a year into your partnership now with Jake Paul. Do you wish that Jake Paul was around at the start of your career so you could sort of get paid more for what you do? Because women's boxing's obviously been undervalued for years, and it's taken somebody like Jake Paul to come in and change female boxing in terms of what you are paid.
Yes, I wish he was a little earlier, but you know, it's better late than never. I'm excited that he's by my side, and he's pushing for better paydays, for better recognition for female in the sport of boxing and sports in general. And he's just a great advocate for women, and I'm just happy that he's by my side right now.
Thanks very much for taking my questions.
Okay, thank you.
Rich Hubbard, please.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thank you. Just two quick questions to finish off. How big a danger does Sarah present?
That's a trick question. No, you know what? She's a champion. She's an undefeated champion, and I don't think she's gonna make it easy for me to just take her title away from her. But I mean, I don't know.
What sort of fighter is she? Will she bring it to you?
I don't think so. I mean, you know, to me, she's a girl. She's a girl with two arms, and she has something that I want. So I'm gonna go out there and just go out and take it.
There's a young lady from Queensbury also on the card at your weight, called Raven Chapman. Seemingly a very ferocious puncher. She dealt with her last opponent in about 30 seconds. Are you familiar with her?
Honestly, no. You know, and I don't know. I've heard of her because I saw her name on the flyer, and I didn't see her fight, so I really don't want to talk about her or anything because I really don't know her. So I just don't want to say anything that I'm gonna regret.
Thanks, Amanda.